Hey there, this is Nick Slada. I am a trucking insurance specialist, and I wanted to talk to you today about 6 questions that you need to ask yourself if you're going to be starting a trucking company, a new trucking company, a new venture. And here are the 6 questions to think about. Number one, are you going to be doing it alone, or are you going to have a business partner? So there's advantages and disadvantages of both. If you're on your own, everything's all on you. But then again, if you have a business partner, you have somebody to share responsibilities with, money. But you want to make sure if you do have a partner, you pick somebody that you're going to mesh well with and get along with and really complement each other. So you may be good at, the admin portion, and your partner may be good at getting loads or whatever. But you're going to have to decide if you want to be a partnership or go at it alone. The second thing you want to ask yourself is, do you have enough money to start a trucking company? That kind of goes back to the first question as far as a partner is concerned. You might not have any money saved up to start a company, and you might not be able to get financing because you haven't been around. A lot of the finance companies require that you've been in business for a little bit before they will help you finance a truck or whatnot. So having a partner that maybe have the money but doesn't know trucking might be a good idea. But it's not, it doesn't cost a whole lot of money to get into trucking. I've had future videos where I've talked about the expenses of getting set up. But, something to think about is how is you going to come up with this money to start your trucking company. And then the third thing that kind of leads to the third question you need to ask yourself, and this could be one of the biggest expenses, is your insurance. Are you going to be able to afford the insurance? So the biggest expense of the insurance is going to be your down payment. There's been plenty of folks I've spoken to that have went through the whole ordeal of applying for their authority and getting their DOT number and doing a BOC3 and doing all this stuff, waiting till the end to search for insurance, and come to find out that they couldn't afford the insurance, so they never got their trucking company started. So you're going to want to make sure that you can afford the insurance coverages. The fourth question that you should ask yourself is, what kind of trucker do you want to be? Trucking is pretty general, pretty broad. You could drive semis, you could drive box trucks, you could be hotshot, your pickup truck, gooseneck trailer, auto hauler, dump truck, garbage truck. There's just a lot of different niches within the trucking space, so figure out what you want to do from a trucking standpoint before you start your trucking company. The fifth question you want to ask yourself is, how are you going to get your equipment? Are you going to buy trucks? Are you going to lease trucks? Are you going to rent trucks? Again, there's pros and cons to both. If you buy a truck, you're going to be on the hook for the maintenance. So if you buy a used truck and it breaks down, that's going to be on you to repair it. Whereas if you rent or lease, you're going to pay more than you would to buy it from a monthly payment standpoint or weekly. But if it were to break down, you're not on the hook for that if you're renting. So pros and cons to both. So something to research and think about before you start your trucking company. And then the last question that you need to ask yourself, and maybe the most important, are you willing to do what it's going to take to make it? There's a lot of folks that go into business and they don't make it the first year, and for whatever reason, maybe it's finances, they weren't good at getting loads, they just didn't do what it takes. You got to be willing to work hard and know that first year or two is going to be really tough, but you could do it. You just have to have that mentality that you're going to work your butt off and you're going to make it happen, and you're going to do what it takes to make it happen. So after you get through that first year or two of business, then I don't want to say that it's smooth sailing. You're going to have obstacles you're going to have to overcome, but that I think really that first 12 months is the most important. It's critical that you do what it takes to make sure that you're in business and you don't close shop early 2 months after starting your company or 6 months or whatever. you can do it. Just work your tail off, make it happen. Just know going in that you're going to, it's going to be tough. You're going to work hard, but it's going to be well worth it once you get through that first year in business. Hopefully if you got something out of this video, you will give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell, that way you get notified every time I put out a video. I'm trying to help truckers across America. If you have any questions for me, just put it in the comments below. Look in the details section of this video and go to my website. There's other resources that will help you in your trucking business. And I really just want to thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.